Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Today we're sitting down with Independent Living and a special guest. We have Danielle from Independent Living and we have Dr. Shin from the Design Studies Department of UW-Madison. Dr. Shin, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
And Danielle, of course, thank you for coming back.
You're welcome.
And today we're here to talk about a study that Dr. Shin has been performing and how you two met, what the study is, and how that's going to benefit your customers through independent living. But of course, as we start every episode with independent living, for people that don't know what your business is, why don't you give us a little synopsis?
Okay, so Independent Living is a local nonprofit that has been serving primarily older adults and people with disabilities in Dane County since 1973. And the Home Modifications Department is part of that, where we help people who want to age in place and age at home do so with the most safety and functional independence possible.
Awesome. And I know we've done a lot with independent living and seen the home modification, going out to apartments. We've seen you guys do some great work. And with Dr. Shin here today, your research kind of goes to why that's beneficial. But let's start with how you two met and how, what came of that.
Sure. So I am trained as an occupational therapy assistant in the field of occupational therapy. We are trained to look for ways to improve people's functional independence wherever they are in their lifespan and where they're located. So with that goal in mind, Dr. Shin found us, and I jumped at the chance to participate in the research and sharing clientele because the whole mission then behind the study is going to be to validate the kind of anecdotal comments that I hear from clients every day about how the home modifications changed their lives. So now we're going to put some data and science behind that.
Awesome. That sounds really great. Like some good hard facts behind what you see truly happening, which is great. So Dr. Shin, so why would someone want to make changes in their home as they age?
Well, that's because there are a lot of benefits associated with it. First, it reduces functional difficulties in conducting everyday life activities and further enhances well-being and quality of life. What this means is that small changes, or big ones for that matter, allow a person to age in place. So grab bars, ramps, and handrails and other changes make it possible for a person to manage balance, coordination, muscle weaknesses, and other issues and live safely in their home. And secondly, it also has financial implications. So something as simple as shower bench and a grab bar make it possible for a person to bathe safely on their own rather than pay a caregiver to be on standby until it truly becomes necessary. Handrails and smooth threshold reduce the risk of falls, therefore reducing the number of emergency room visits as well as premature institutionalizations. So all in all, scholars out there estimate that the home modifications reduces accidental falls by anywhere between 20 to 33%, and the social benefit of injury prevented to be at least 6 times of the cost of the intervention.
Wow, that's amazing. Some numbers there, some hard numbers, and never would have thought of the financial benefits of that too. People, I would never think of that, but that's a really big thing, I'm sure, is the financial side. How many people do you think could benefit from making these modifications?
I think there will be a lot out there. According to the current population projection, by 2035, 1 out of 3 American households will be headed by someone ages 65 and older. And half of them will be single-person household, and about 40% of them will include a person with disabilities affecting self-care and mobility. But only 1% of American homes are fully equipped with accessibility features necessary to accommodate the needs of the disabled. So if you think about this, the American housing stock is mostly unable to accommodate those with disabilities or chronic health issues, and this poses serious public health challenge.
Definitely. And going with what we've already talked about, why don't you just dive right in and tell us a little bit about your research here?
Yeah. So we are interested in talking with older adults who are experiencing mobility issues because of the current design of their homes. We want to learn about challenges that people face in everyday life at home and how their home modifications helps. So this in turn will help us identify ways to assist older adults who wants to remain in their homes as they age. And the study outcomes will be used for developing design guidelines for home modifications as well as the new housing development. We'll also be developing educational materials for future housing professionals.
Awesome. That sounds like really good research. So if someone, so what happens when someone would like to participate in your research study?
If they decide to participate in our study, our research team will make 4 1.5-hour visit to their homes. During this visit, we'll ask you about challenges you face in doing daily activities in your home. We'll also ask you to wear a small camera for 24 hours and a wristband for 48 hours. So this small, tiny wearable camera clips onto your shirt, or you can wear it as around your neck like a necklace, and it captures the scene in front of you. It doesn't capture you yourself.
Right.
For every 30 seconds around the clock. They will also have to wear a wristband. Actually, I'm wearing right now to measure my own stress level.
Right.
So it will measure your movement and stress levels around the clock for 48 hours.
Right.
So, and then finally, we'll also capture their house image with a 3D scanner.
Awesome. I saw it, so it's really cool, all this high-tech stuff to help
Right.
do your research. And who's able to participate in this study?
So we are looking for older adults who are 60 years or older, have some level of difficulty conducting everyday activities like getting in and out of the bed or taking a shower alone safely. They also have to have a plan to live at their current home for at least next 12 months and interested in signing up for home modification services.
Awesome. Okay, that's good to know. Who, make sure we have the guidelines of who can participate in your study.
Right.
So, and for those who do participate, what would they expect?
Well, this is a pretty intensive study. So as a token of appreciation, the participant will receive free home assessment, which may be worth up to $200 or even more, depending on which agency that you call and community. They will also receive up to $1,000 worth of home modification itself. We'll also pay $50 in cash after the completion of the study.
Wow, that's awesome. That's some pretty the getting the home modification and the free assessment alone. That's awesome, and helping the study, of
Right.
course. And if someone's interested, who do they contact? What do they need to do next?
So interested older adults can contact us at 608-571-2580 or email us at ageinplace@sohi.wis.edu for further information. So the email address is ageinplace as one word at sohe.wisc.edu.
Okay, and we'll make sure we'll have that in on a graphic on the screen there for you, so you can make sure to write that down and the phone number. And back to you, Danielle, to finish out. How would people contact Independent Living?
So 608-268-9635 is the home modification line. We're also on the web, independentliving.org. If you find the home modifications page there, we've got prior segments with Talking Fitchburg that show assessments and a variety of other things. And then we are on social media. We do post pictures of recent projects and things like that as we do them.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank Danielle for you coming on, and you as well, Dr. Shin. Thank you very much, and good luck with the research. And again, if anyone is interested, I'll have on the screen again, 608-571-2580 or ageinplace.sohe.wisc.edu. So make sure to get in contact if you are interested. And thank you again for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you very much. And you stay right there. We'll take a quick break. You are watching Talking Fitchburg.